Morning everybody. That time of week again, Wednesday. Comes around like I always say. Right, going to do your video. Going to give you a run all this TR4 stalled restoration. So, plus thanks for them who's watched the show I went to at weekend Lock Park. It was really good. It was an impressive show. I was well impressed. There was some nice stuff there. A few more bits of videos of cars I went round. I mean, so if you keep tuning in and watching, like, I mean, I did that one on that 635. It's a bit rare, you know, it was 635. A bit rare, you don't come across them, you know, and it was a low line car, so it was nice. Well, you've seen video, you'll know it's nice. So, but there were loads of stuff. There were a fantastic atmosphere. There were lovely people, everybody, you know. There were. And it was right up. It was tremendous, really. I was right impressed. I mean, credit to them who did it. I think they're called. I forgot the name. Thoroughbred Car Club, I think it is. I mean, I'll have to join because if you've got an annual fee, they could do it. Because if you're putting events on like that, it's well worth joining fee. That's as simple as it is. So, but anyhow, I'm going to show you around this TR4. I'll tell you a bit about this TR4, right? I got involved with this car because a guy who was doing it had passed away. So his son come on to me, and he's a friend of a friend. And he came and he asked me if I'd do a valuation for probate. Got 3 cars, this, a couple of Jags, XK8 and XJ8 32. So I did valuation for him, and then he asked about this car, and I said, well, really, it's a shame, it could do with finishing. Now, his dad had been on with his car for 15 years, and obviously it's stalled, but in the meantime he was telling me tale that his mum got dementia. Prior to his mum getting dementia, he obviously had to look after his mum as well, so which was his wife, and then prior to that, her mother was in the norm, so he was running about, so obviously it took a lot of his time up, so it had been in garage. I mean, apparently it was painted somewhere, I think it was Driffield up North Yorkshire, and it's a nice job. It's a nice job. A few little bits of cracking, maybe put a few chrome trims down, bits and pieces, but no to write on about. No that can't be put right and done. It's a lovely car, top and bottom. It's a lovely car. Body has been sorted properly. New doors, and I mean I've been going through it. I've had to do a lot, but I'll show you over them bits. But so as I say, it's 15 years in mech, and then there's probably like a month's work in it to finish it. I mean, I'm not doing it all the time, but I took it on because it gets another one back on the road, brings another car live, and he wants to hold on to it because it was his dad. Well, he wants to hold on it for a while, so that's where we're at with it. So anyhow, I'll grab camera and I'll give you a bit of a show around. But there were some interesting things when I was working on it, so come on, let's have a look round for you. It's a 62. I mean, I know it's full of clutter with gear because I've got all interior now. I mean, these are all underlay. I mean, I think there's some more bits on here, you know. I've got to build a seat up yet, bits and pieces, some other stuff, but it's fetched all that now. Anyhow, it had to go at wiring, and it was close, but I don't think it was getting anywhere. And the reason it was getting anywhere, it got one of the ignition wires on wrong number, so it was never going to get a live video wanted, but we've got all that more or less sorted out now, and I mean, the only thing I've got really left to do is couple up these headlights here, which obviously headlights are missing. So once headlights go in, I mean, it's more or less, I mean, a lot of stuff on it, I'm just purely doing a clean up and sort out. I mean, obviously I've stuck a battery on because there was no battery. We've got live tip coil. I've had to change a fuel line because it bent fuel line, and to be honest, it crushed it, and it never worked, you know. I put this, I forget the bloody name of these, right, I keep mentioning them, is it Evo? RevTech or something, these fans, but absolutely proper fit, lovely job. Few wires that are around here that need to be tidied up and bits and pieces, but I can make that look like loom, and it'll be a bang on conversion, you know. I mean, I've got wiper motor, we've got that stuck. Now, well, it's stuck, it's just not moving, and I've got a funny feeling he's put new arms on, and I think he's got place wrong, so I think it's just a case to get it back to park or something, and it'll recognise what's going on and come back alive, but we will see. So, I'll take you around the other side of the engine. I mean, carburettors, they're pretty good. Well, they're a bit more than pretty good. They're sliding absolutely lovely. Looks like they've had work in past, so it's linkages on there. Couple fuel line. Obviously, I'm going to redo all this because this is a little bit not, well, it's not right. All brakes are bled through, clutches bled through now. I put some new boots on track rod ends because they needed it. Horns are sticking, they're trying to make a noise, so to be honest, they're not worth messing about with. You may as well just put a pair of new ones on, and then a couple heater up. But we've got a bit of an issue with this this valve here, so I'm going to modify it. I'm going to put a straight out, come over on an elbow and go back another way, because when you do this, what happens is this turns and it hits this nut on head. Well, apparently it's that head done gasket, so I'm not dropping a stud out just to do that. I'll take it head off, so I'll do it in another way, and I'll show you on another video. But I mean, you can see where he's been in. He's like got tape all over everything, whereas I'd have just like known what was what and coupled up. But done a good job, you know. He's like, and cars. I mean, I had some issues. The runners in the doors, well, they were absolutely shot. So what I've had to do is, there were a length of like track, which is like the runner, and then you have to re-rivet all the new ends on. I mean, they are available, certain parts of them, but they're just an absolute fortune. So I've really rebuilt all them. They've got all new mechanisms that he's put in, but he did tell me that his dad had been indoors for months, which you can understand. I mean, I put seals on. I've obviously left this inside one out while I dropped glass in. Glasses, I've re-glued all bottoms on glass, what catch onto mechanism, so that's all secure. But I mean, we've got just bits like I had to find lights for here and bulb holders and all, because he'd like miss stuff. But you know, but everything's doing what it should do. All clocks work. I've cranked the engine oil. It's now full of oil. We've got oil pressure. I had to reroute all oil pipes because he'd got things a bit upside down. But apparently, he would have joined a trade, and he'd had a go at this. He had driven the car, but not very often. But he, like the chap who owns it, Dan, he said to me that if he'd have known about me when his dad was still alive, he'd have probably had me finish it off. But I probably wouldn't have had the time then, to be quite honest. I've got a few wires on overdrive just to check out, but I think I've got a relay playing up. But we will sort that. But I mean, this ignition is not the world's best, because it's even the key falls out. But it's just typical of an old ignition, but everything's doing as it should do. So, but I thought I'd get a flash over it, explain. I mean, this goes over at gearbox casing that closes boxing, which is over here. He's got a new one, so pretty sure that I think these were fiberglass original. Obviously, this is whatever it is, injection molded, but proper thing. And another one back on road. Got all clocks, got them to get in. I've had this out because he never put these heaters in and these ducts, and well, I'm more or less that dashback out to do them. But this is what you find in a stalled restoration. I mean, it's been going 15 years, and I don't think, even if it had got flogged, I just don't think it had got done. I think somebody had bought it. They might have been a bit later in years, and they'd have never got round to it, or probably would struggle to find somebody to get round to it. So, but it's in here now. Been an handy job. It's not another long job for me, but it'll get done now. It's been handy for us, a bit of cash flow, keeps things moving and keeps things sweet. And hopefully next time I get a show around on it, it'll be done, up running, and we'll probably ever drive that road in it for you. So if you like video, give me a like. If you want to subscribe to my channel, because this is what goes off here. There's always something going off. There's always fabbing work. There's everything going on all the time. So subscribe to my channel, and if you want to pass a comment regarding out, you know that, you're more than welcome. Or even if you want to call down just for a chat, feel free. So take care, everybody, and bye for now.